Go ahead and take that walk down memory lane.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Dawn Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Okay, let's start the astrology. We're going to start out, as always, with the moon. This is for the week of July 14th through the 21st. Now, we're going to have, on the 17th, the last quarter moon. And as we have always said, the last quarter is when we celebrate our successes and then start to turn away. Now, to understand what we're celebrating, this quarter moon is in Aries at 18 degrees. Now, we have to step back, okay, last quarter. So we go all the way back to March 31st of 2022. It's in Aries at 11 degrees. This is a rather long step back. It's more than normal. Okay, so that's when you set those intentions, March 31st of 2022. So look back in your journals, your notebooks, wherever you've been keeping track. That's the project we're talking about. The first quarter moon was on December 29th of 2022 at 0 degrees, 48 minutes of Aries. That's when we did all the work on that project. Then the full moon came in October 17th of 2024 at 24 degrees of Aries. That's when we saw everything and we made changes that needed to be made. And now we're celebrating its success. It is complete. And then we're going to turn away and look for the next new moon in Aries. Now, it's always important to understand when it's in Aries, what does that mean? Well, we can solve problems faster than normal. It'll be important to try to slow down. Now, this moon, the last hour or two, is actually moved into the sign of Taurus. And what does that do? Well, your safety and security are going to be in the foremost of your mind. The need to be stable. It won't be easy. For those couple of hours, you need to learn to accept the changes as part of life. Find your own self-respect. Don't seek things through material ways. Okay, so let's talk about the void of course. Void of course, we have a couple of them. The first one is on the 15th at 10:09 when it leaves Pisces, and then it goes into the sign of Aries at 9:33. So we have an 11-hour void of course there. And remember, we never start new projects. We finish up everything that needs to be finished, but don't start anything new. Then on July 17th, that's when we have the quarter moon at 5:37 p.m. All times are Phoenix, so it's Mountain Standard. It leaves the sign of Aries at 5:37 p.m. and it moves into Taurus at 1 a.m. on the next day. So that's, dinner time and the rest of the evening, you don't want to be doing anything. Resting is always good. Then on July 19th at 11:43 in the evening, it's going to leave Taurus. This is a rather short one. And then at 3:22 a.m. on the 20th, it moves into Gemini. On the 21st at 12:57, it will leave Gemini and then move into Cancer the next day at 5:26 in the morning a.m. So we have some more than just a few minutes on each one of these. The shortest one here is about 4 hours. So take notes of those and make sure you don't start projects that you don't want to repeat. Now, let's see what's in your sign. Okay, Sagittarius, your planet, Jupiter, this week is in a square to Saturn. Oh boy, that's bringing some tension. Are you going to play it safe or are you going to risk it and expand things? Risk versus restraint. Make some courageous choices. The other option is to lose ground. This encourages us in our growth and thoughtful decision making. Jupiter is also in a trine with the moon right now, and Jupiter is in Cancer. Big feelings, okay? Really big feelings. The moon, which is all about your feelings, is still in Pisces, which is all feelings. So you're really in the feels right now. In the beginning of the week, this is good harmonic energy. It brings joy and optimism, emotional wisdom, open-heartedness. It brings idealism and shines in desire to create a better world, inspire and trust and serve as an emotional anchor for others. The last one I'll say is Jupiter is in a square to Neptune. Now, we're in retrograde season. We have about 4 or 5 planets in retrograde right now. So things are slowing down. That means you're going to feel things a little bit stronger. Okay. In a square to Neptune, there's this sense that you could be longing for something more, but beware. That can blur those boundaries, which will leave you struggling with clarity versus maybe some unrealistic dreams. Your deep compassion and your strength will inspire others. There is an opposition between the Sun and Pluto if we didn't have enough problems. That's going to bring some tension between your identity and those deep forces of change. Caution there. There could be power struggles. So try to stay away from them and certainly don't start them. It can also attract very intense relationships. And remember, with Mercury in retrograde, people from our past come back. So, warning, if you are going to get back together with somebody, don't do it during retrograde. It'll fall right apart. You can be a catalyst for growth in all of this. Another worth mentioning is the moon opposite Mars. The moon at the time, like I said, is in Pisces and Mars is in Virgo. On top of the tension we spoke of, this gives us strong emotional will. And it can lead to passionate disagreements or more intention, emotional courage. Your strong spirit and your deep sensitivity will get you through this. Dawn, what do you have in tarot?
All right, let's take a look and see what Sagittarius has got in store for them for this week via tarot and via spirit. Man, cards are not hopping, which is interesting because they've been hopping all dopes, and I just fibbed because guess what? It just happened. We got the jumper, but before I go into that jumper, I'm going to go into the bottom of the deck because that's the deck of your overall energy of your environment, and it's a busy week for you. I get an 8 of Wands. So this week, a lot of stuff happening around you. Again, it's your environment's energy. And so don't be surprised if you see a lot of frenetic energy around you. This could be people being in really good moods or in really bad moods. Lots of energy one way or the other, because again, energy can come in more than one way. This could also be, again, people having so much to do. So if you're looking to make your plans and say, hey, you want to grab a bite? Sorry, I can't do it. I'm busy. Don't be surprised. Again, a lot of energy around you and your environment that will, again, it's going to bleed off on you to a degree. So don't allow it as much as you can. Don't allow it to really impact you because you want to keep yourself insulated, because this is really a very chaotic energy. It's not an aligned energy. So make sure that you don't let it slip in. Now with you, I get the feeling like it's time for you. You're going to go through a period of reminiscence. This is you reminiscing. This is you looking back. This is you reflecting. And I wonder if part of that is because of all the activity, and then with everything going on, and then especially with you making the phone calls and everybody being so busy, You're thinking, hey, I'm going to reflect on this. I want to catch up with this person. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat or grab a drink. And they're like, sorry, can't do it. I'm busy, too busy. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. It's not personal. I'm telling you, the energy around your environment is busy. Again, a lot of people have things going on. Don't be surprised. And think about it. We're in July, so we're looking at vacations. People may be on vacation. They're not even in town. So know that if you don't get a positive response to having a drink or a meal or whatever else, or getting it, don't take it personally. It's not about that. This is about the energies that are existing around you. So go ahead and continue. Expect the fact that you're going to get a lot of reflections, a lot of thoughts about your past, things that have worked, things that didn't work, things that really trigger good events and good memories as well as the bad ones. And go ahead and take that walk down memory lane. This is that card. And it's funny because this is the grass is always greener. Don't worry about that. I'm saying the opposite. This energy for me is telling you, go ahead and do that. Take this opportunity, maybe even take an opportunity to appreciate, because of where you came from, because of all the experiences you've had and all the people that helped you to have those experiences. That's what brought you here. So even the negative ones will seem not so negative, because if it wasn't for those, you wouldn't be where you are. Allow yourself this moment. This is a very reflective time for you. I also have here a Page of Cups. And so with the Page of Cups, there's happy energies that come in from this. Okay. So if you've been in a bit of a doldrum, or you've been in a little bit of a pissy mood, or you've just been in a not so good space, this is telling you that that's going to change. You're going to get a good positive energy that's coming in from this. And so I like that, because nothing is so bad if you're actually able to remember some good experiences and see them in a fond way, which helps change your attitude now. So know that this week is allow yourself this dalliance, allow yourself an opportunity to do that. And there's a 3 here. So the 3 of Wands, along with this, again, is make that phone call, reach out, connect to people, do the activity, make sure you're doing the action. Because if you are in this mood and you do want to make those connections and you don't make the outreach, then you're going to regret not doing that. You're going to say, oh man, I should have done that, because you're going to get into a busier cycle and you're going to have so much more to do, and you're going to wish that you had taken the time when you could. So let this opportunity not pass you by. Make sure you make the reach out. And again, they may not be able to go now. They may not be able to have a drink or have a dinner or whatever now, but they can plan down the road. And once you hit this plan down the road, then again, you feel comfortable, like I've done something. So give yourself that for this week. And then we have a King of Rods. And so the King of Rods is, again, it's up to you. The universe isn't going to do it. They're not going to do it. This is your energy. You do the work, you get the reward. If you don't do the work, you don't get the reward. So your energy this week is great energy if you do something about it. And again, when I see the 9 of Cups, the one thing about the 9 of Cups is that inventory. And again, it's that reflectiveness. So do the inventory, appreciate what you got, appreciate where you are, appreciate the folks that made it happen, and then do the outreach, connect to them, and enjoy what comes down the road. With that said, Miss Bonnie, that's about all I got for Sag. How say you? What say you? I don't know. What's the word? I don't know.
Well, it's exactly what I said in the beginning. There's going to be tension. Are you going to play it safe, or are you going to risk it? You can play it safe if you choose, but make courageous choices, because if you play it safe, nothing ever changes. So, at least risk it a little bit, see what you can make. And remember that we have four planets in retrograde. We've got Pluto, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn. Oh boy, is it fun now. Added tension, things are slowing down, and you're going to feel it even more.
Fantastic. Well, with that said, do us a favor and join our little conversation. You can message us to the app that we're on, and we will respond. We respond to all the messaging that you send to us. Additionally, you can show us love. And how might they show us love, Ms. Bonnie?
Oh, we love it when you push that little button down in the lower right corner. It says subscribe on it. And if you're on my channel and you do that, make sure you set that notification bell. Every time I post something or if I'm live, you'll get a little message. When you're done with that, go over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot and do the same thing again. Subscribe, set the bell. When you're done with that, third time's charm, go to our channel, new channel, Cards and Constellations. Use the ampersand or you'll get somebody totally different. And hit that subscribe button, set that notification bell. You know what to do. Just do it.
You're done. And with that, we are getting done. We're out of here. See you next week, everybody. Love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie, her family, and mine and my family. Me and my family. Anyway, the point is, have a great one to you and your family. Love, light, and blessings. Bye-bye.